The fun thumbnail.
I know. Bam, we're live. We don't even have thumbnails anymore. It's weird that this show won't populate in YouTube. But we are live right now. Good morning, everyone. Steven, what's up, dude? Augustus, Heidi. Hey, Heidi. Good morning.
Heidi's already awake, huh?
Crazy. Crazy. Let me see what... I don't know why I can't get this on this screen. I wonder maybe if I should just... I wonder if I could just share this screen.
I have my laptop, too. You're talking about so I can see comments or something?
Yeah.
I could just stay blind.
I wonder if I could... The Sevon podcast.
Dang, that Hiller video at 13K. That's crazy. Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, it's on my background still. My background. No background.
Gotcha. Okay. Glasses caught me off guard. Dude, long night last night. Holy shit, long night. Let me see if I can mute that. And then I need to change the background. What's up, guys? Good to see you. The real Kevin, yeah, I'm sure he will pay a fine for that. Who will pay a fine for what? Eric, what's up, dude? Good morning. Heidi, good morning. Kenneth Delap, Sevon, love you. Hey, that's a good way to start the morning. We're in studio. Suze is here. We went to Greg's house last night for the party, the Broken Science event. Did you have fun?
I did, yeah. I always do. I enjoy hanging out and talking with all those people.
Corey, what's up? Corey, so tomorrow we're 24 hours away from Kill Taylor, week 3, $1,500. Corey Pulido. Corey Pulido, is that my saying right?
Sounds right to me.
Corey Pulido is the sponsor this week from the Proven Business Plan. Are we doing any? Does he have a website or a QR code? Are we doing anything to promote?
Yeah.
Does he get anything for his money?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just got it. That's it. That was it.
That's it, Corey. You got it.
No, he sent us over all the information. I'll make sure it gets to you before.
And just so you know how cool it is, Corey Pueblo Pulido. Corey gave obviously money for the quarterfinals. And I don't know what he's even doing. He's just being generous. I don't think he's getting, what do they call it? ROI. He's just being generous. So it's crazy cool. We have so many people who've been reaching out who want to sponsor shows, and I really appreciate it. But I think Corey's like the only individual, which is pretty crazy. Toe Spacers is now on board to sponsor a week. Born Primitive has a couple weeks. So this thing's cruising along. Cruising. Me too. I have to wear that shirt in his honor today. In whose honor? $5 if Sousa vomits before the show's over. Are you hungover?
No, I feel good. That's what do I look like I'm gonna vomit, Dan?
No, you don't look hungover, but I feel horrible. This is the worst I've felt in years.
Is it weird that I'm glad it's you and not me?
No, I don't blame you. By the way, I did see one of the movements for Kill Taylor. And I talked about it at the party last night.
Was there a consensus of if that was dumb or not?
I don't. What do you think?
I think it's. I don't think it matters.
Okay.
I think people should just do it however, right?
Oh, so you think it's dumb?
Personally.
You think it's dumb? You think it's dumb, like the rules Taylor's putting around the movement? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy though to accommodate him.
Me too.
Yeah. He gets to make it's like I said, it's completely rigged. He gets to make. Geez, what is my part doing? I'll have to fix my hair. He makes the workouts, and you have to try to beat him to get the money, and that's just the way it is. But I think the workout will be coming out a half hour before we go live. which would be 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the Sevon Podcast Instagram account. So there's that. Hangovers are the worst, especially as you get older. Yeah. And the thing is, it's kind of, I guess it's a gross exaggeration to say hungover. I just don't feel like myself. It's not like I'm spinning or have a headache or anything like that. I just don't feel like myself. I didn't drink anything last night except vodka. Like I didn't have any wine or beer or.
I had a couple beers.
I didn't have any sugar.
Had those RX sugar bars.
Oh yeah, I did have one of those. I had an RX sugar bar. But I think probably between, I want to say, and when I make my drink, I make them light. I do glug glug, and then 1 can of sparkling water. But I think I had like 10 of those. So I had glug 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 glug. That's 10, and then I had times 2 the whole night.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
a couple glugs too many.
Yeah, I had probably 20 glugs. But when I see other people make a drink, people do a glug 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 glug.
Yeah, I seen a couple of them just just quite a few glugs.
Yeah, and I take it just so chill.
Oh my goodness.
Brandon Luckett went great yesterday. That was fun. Rich Froning. I didn't. So many people liked the Rich Froning podcast, and it was weird because I felt like I didn't do a very good job with them. But I guess people liked it. They liked the parenting stories.
Yeah,
and I guess that Bible thing in the beginning, people really liked. So okay, that's a win. Augustus Link, Brandon Gluggett. Excuse me. Whew. All I want to do right now, you know what I want to do right now? I just want to go for a long walk with my kids.
Oh, that sounds good. On the beach. Get that like fresh air.
Yeah, that's all I want to do. Hey, there were probably 100 people there.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This was the nicest people. This was the coolest, one of the coolest parties I've ever been to.
Yeah.
I didn't meet one douche canoe.
Nope.
Not one.
Nope.
Not one. There were a couple people who were a little too chatty Cathy for me. And I don't mind people who talk a lot. I like it, but like it needs to be exciting.
Yeah.
And then her boob fell out, and then he got a tooth knocked out, or I made $1 million, or you know what I mean? This chick was so fucking hot that blah, blah, blah. I mean,
yeah.
It just has to be. And if you don't, I'm going to take over the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People seemed entertained. You had a whole crew. They were like listening to you. It was like a live show.
There were these 4 dudes there from North Carolina. Did you meet those dudes?
I did. They were the Motown CrossFit guys, right?
Is that what they were?
I think so.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I kind of just, everywhere I went, I wanted to go take them with me. Like as I walked around the property, I was like, can you guys come in the front yard now? Can we party in the front yard?
Yeah.
Talk was good. People loved it. Greg did great. Richard Johnson, who wrote The Fat Switch, was there. We saw a great dialogue between him and Greg, a back and forth. It was awesome. The whole thing was filmed. The 2 guys that I work closest with in CrossFit, Tyson Oldroyd and Leif Edmondson, were there last night. Tyson was the dude who just got fired a couple weeks ago, and he was there. It was cool hanging out with him. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. Dave was not there. I was bummed that I didn't get to see Dave.
I wanted to see Dave.
So, and you know who I met? There was a guy there who's the chief fundraiser for PragerU. Did you meet him?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I gotta hang with you more on those things because
no. You're normally way better than that.
I just gravitated and just hung towards with like Heidi, and
I got to hang with Heidi a lot.
Carlos.
When the party was in the backyard, I just went to the front yard by myself and just sat there and was just like hanging out on my phone. But then eventually the party moved to the front yard and I started talking to a lot of people, and this dude was there, and that was really exciting because I would love to have access to the people who work at PragerU as guests for this show. I would love that. Love that. No Russell Berger. That sucked. There was no Russell. I talked about Russell a lot. No Jay Cooey. Normally those people are here, this was the first event, Broken Science event, that was more. I guess you could say it was for the general public.
Yeah, it was just open to anybody who was a part of the.
Shitloads of affiliates there. Shitloads of affiliates.
Yeah, and basically, I think if you were just on the wait list from the prior ones, that Emily just said, basically she just went to the next 50 people on the wait list from that are members of the Broken Science website.
Okay, is that how the North Carolina dudes got in?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool. CrossFit. PragerU is what happens when you don't glug after you had it in. PragerU.
CrossFit's on fire today. He said something else that
I don't
way
understand that joke. Do you understand that?
Yeah, like Prager's, like you're pregnant.
Oh.
Oh, do I have a story about that with Grace?
You guys had a false alarm?
No.
Oh.
Somebody at the event comes up and goes, "Oh, are you pregnant?"
At this event?
Yeah. And she goes, "No, I'm just really bloated. I've had to pee, and I was on the couch, so I couldn't leave during Greg's talk to pee."
She doesn't even look remotely pregnant.
I know. It was hilarious.
Was it a boy?
No.
Do I know who it is?
Yeah. And to this individual's defense, they were like, "Oh, well, when I had asked, like,
she's not even a little chubby. She looks like a fucking CrossFitter. She has a perfectly flat stomach. Like you could see last night that like she has a perfectly.
It was pretty funny.
Is she okay with it?
Yeah, but she's brought it up several times since. So
yeah, holy shit,
it was pretty funny. But
wow.
In that person's defense, I guess they were talking about it or something, and they go, "Oh yeah, are you guys expecting? Are you guys trying or something?" And apparently Grace had like given some look or whatever, and then that person just like followed back up like, "Wait, did I spoil the news or anything? You're not, are you?" And she was like, "No." She goes, "Oh, sorry."
Okay.
But it was just it was pretty funny.
So it was more around how she was catching loads rather than her physique.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Early stages.
Okay.
Early stages.
Damn.
But that was hilarious.
I love those kind of moments.
Yeah.
Guys, so I'm going to the West. Susan's going to the West, and I want to. We're going to do behind the scenes there. I started. God, I really am not myself. I was trying to pull up the CrossFit leaderboard, and I put in Craigslist. Holy shit. I want to go to semifinals. And where is this leaderboard? Semifinal. Damn, this thing is hard to do.
Oh, cool. Well, Zombie will be there. Stoked to meet
him.
At
the West. Oh yeah, he's an LA dude.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. Okay, 2024 semifinals, North America West, not teams, individual. Okay, who? Basically, I need to figure out who the bubble athletes are, so that I can start having them on the show. I need to make a list of people that I'm going to invite onto the show. You guys want to do this with me?
Yeah. What? How many? There's the top 10 that go to the games. I should know this shit.
I don't think anyone knows yet.
Oh, okay.
But
good.
But we could ask Spin. So this is okay. Sanson. I should probably ask John Young this. Sanson.
We had him on the show.
John Wood. I heard Luckett mention him. Will Leahy. Sam Dancer. Who else?
Arturo.
Scott Tetlow.
Oh, yep.
Tetlow
for sure. I know he's not Bubble, but we should have Brent on it. I was gonna say again, but technically he wasn't a guest on the show. He was a call-in.
Yeah. I had his number. I think I lost it already. Daniel Cuck.
That's not how you pronounce that.
I know, but it's so fun. How can you not? Who else? Who else is Bubble? Tudor Magda. Tudor? You think Tudor's a
Gray Shaver? Why do I feel like that's a name that?
he was at the games. I think he's gonna make it.
Okay.
Okay. What about those guys?
Yeah.
You guys like those names? Sevon, you guys should come check out. Sevon, you guys should come check out the Anaheim Hyrox on the 19th. Oh, you want to hear something fucking crazy? You want to hear something fucking nuts?
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. I'm gonna do this right now. Fuck this.
You calling somebody?
Yeah, I'm gonna call someone.
I always get excited when you call somebody.
I'm gonna call someone. You think I should go to? Someone wrote you should visit Hyrox in Anaheim. I don't think I can do any Hyrox events.
Like,
can you hear that?
Yeah. What do you mean do a Hyrox events? Like go there with a camera or
just even talk about them anymore?
Oh.
Tell me if you could hear it ringing. Not yet.
Not yet.
This is.
I got nothing.
Hey.
Oh.
Who is
this is Sevon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Is that the Mac?
Yeah, this is Hunter Mcintyre. Hunter, hi.
What's up, dude?
We're live on the air, buddy.
Dude, you remember that time you threw me under the bus with that piece of shit TMZ piece you did on me?
Now listen, buddy. I heard you've been I heard you've been telling people you're not going to come on my show anymore.
Why don't you suck my nuts, dude? You tried to throw me under the bus so you could get some likes and views. We were friends.
Listen, ding dong, we are friends. You were on the show. The premise of the show is that you wanted to be free. Remember, we talked about being free, and we started
like a 15-second sentence and didn't put the bookends on it to make me look like.
Can he hear me?
No, he can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if I can get. Let me see if I can get him. With this, we're coming in. Are you there? We're coming in hot. Hold on, Hunter. Hold on.
I want him to hear me.
Hold on. What are you doing right now? Can you come on the show? Hello?
I'm on the show just because I like you guys.
There he is.
You will. If I send you a link, you'll come on the show.
How do I do that? What are you just gonna send me a link to my computer?
Yeah, and we're gonna fight this shit out.
Hey, Hunter, you got to know that we fired that intern, all right, buddy? So
yeah, that dude's gone.
We canned that guy instantly.
A piece of shit, dude.
We canned
send him down the river.
We canned him, bro. Don't worry.
Okay, I sent you a link. Let's have this out.
TMZ. You got to send it to my email, dude.
Okay, hold on.
Dude, I keep on getting these reimbursement checks from the tax board. I'm fucking rich, boys.
What's your
let's
email?
Go.
My email is hunternysc@gmail. Do not anybody send me dick pics on there.
Too late.
Hunter,
just sent one.
Too late. Send them all.
Hunter NYC.
NYSC, New York, Southern California.
NYSC @gmail.
Yeah, I'll come sit with you guys for a little bit.
Oh, you're a good dude.
You're not gonna sit. You're gonna be on your feet. We're about to duke this shit out.
We're about to fuck it up.
Yeah,
dude.
Someone's gonna get knocked the fuck out. Okay, I sent you a link. Did you get it?
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I gotta set up a computer, but I'll come sit with you boys.
All right.
Oh, thank you.
This fucking guy. This fucking guy says he'll never come on the show again. That fucking hurts.
We're sensitive.
You cut me down, dude.
I thought we were friends. What the fuck is this guy thinking?
We're a sensitive bunch.
We were like a mafia, dude. You know, there's a code to the mafia, dude.
I don't even know how to hang up on you.
The funny thing was I don't even remember what the clip was. Do you? Like I do, but I don't.
Basically, well, let's wait till he comes on.
Okay. I want to. Yeah, let's hear what the clip was from his perspective.
Hunter's the best thing to come on the Sevon podcast. That's not true. Shut the fuck up. What are you talking about?
Real Kevin sounds like a Hyroxer. A Heidi. Is that what they're called?
I'm not going to talk about Hyrox ever again. It's because Hunter said he won't come on the show.
Yeah, starting our own thing, Crack Rocks, same but different.
All right, this is going to be good. This needs to be done. I just kept hearing that like he was on his podcast saying that he wouldn't come on my podcast anymore, and so let's have this out.
You know what is cool about Hunter? He looks great year round. You know, that guy just looks like a stud every time he's running.
Robbie Myers, Hunter is better than a teabagger, same but different. Yeah, definitely weird comparison, but I'll take it.
Dude, I kept wanting to say teabagger. Now I can't say Tillander, but he his music stuff in DC is working with Tom Segura now.
Who is?
Zach.
Oh,
He's like training him and shit. They were doing some weightlifting together.
he says the link doesn't work. How do I know Tom Segura? Is that a
As a
author?
comedian.
Oh,
Comedian.
Hunter.
Him and
What was it? NYSC
yeah.
at gmail.com. I resent it.
Oh, it was only one video?
he's in. He's
Orange
in.
balls?
He's in.
I thought it was at least 2.
Mr. McIntyre, I can't hear you. You're muted. Probably
Thanks.
the way you should
Look
be.
at that. I got to
You got to unmute yourself. I can't. I don't have control over you. You're your own man.
Oh shit, here we go. That stash looks great.
Fuck this guy. Don't say anything nice about him.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're on mute.
You look like shit, Hunter. You look like you're a 75-year-old girl. I can't hear you yet, but I like this. I can just rip on you and you can't defend yourself. No, I can't hear you. You're muted. Go down to the bottom. See, it says unmute mic. You got to click that thing with your mouse. No. Look at the bottom. You're muted.
Oh boy. He's probably saying some good stuff too.
This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be definitely hard. Yeah, we haven't seen Hunter since the holiday show. Yeah, we had a falling out, dude. We had a straight falling out.
And we're gonna reconcile or not right now.
Yeah, you're gonna see either the rekindling of the relationship or the end of it.
Oh, you got your toe spacer mat underneath there, huh?
Yeah, you like
that's
that?
Cool. Yeah, I do.
And I play with I have my toe spacer mat down here, and I play with it with my feet.
Yeah. How cool is Mary from Toe Spacer?
Digging the cock duster Hunter. Oh, that's what a mustache is called? A cock duster?
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Tobacco leaves hanging behind me?
No. The office is the studio's in just chaos because I had to shoot yesterday at Greg's house and I'm getting ready for semifinals. So there's just cameras and shit everywhere. And those are the straps. Those are all the different straps I wear during the when I film. So it's like that leather shit you see me wearing that the cameras dangle from.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so excited to be back in Carson with you.
It's going to be dope.
Yeah, it's going to be like a full circle moment for me.
Hunter McIntyre.
Oh, dude, I finally got it. That was complicated.
There he is.
Now,
dude, you kind of got that look. Have you ever seen what the hell's the name of that movie? Hannibal Lecter. You remember Buffalo Bill? Your house kind of looks like Buffalo Bill, where he does that naked scene. He's like, "Goodbye, horses." That's kind of the vibe you got going on.
I got these glasses because I saw you had them.
They're sick, right?
Influencer.
Yes, I was to say influencer.
Now, Hunter, I would like to paint the story, and then before we start round one of this fight, are you ready?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, listen.
You're about to get fucking bashed.
Hunter was on the show. And the main theme of the show was wanting to just be free and say whatever you want.
Yep.
And we were talking about girls, and we were talking about how young girls are lame. And
yes.
we took a clip from that where Hunter said, "Yeah, young girls are lame," and we put it on Instagram.
Yep.
Then Hunter called me like a whiny little bitch and was like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? I thought we were friends." He used the old "we thought we were friends." I feel like I was in the second grade again.
Straight
you TMZ'd me. You took the length of an entire conversation and then you took like a
and put it in your ass.
30-second clip and then you post it. And of course, these like emotionally unstable people on the internet just started going nuts. And of course, it all comes back to me. And everyone's like, "Are you really bashing women on the internet right now, Hunter?" I'm like, "No, that's not what I wake up and do in the morning. But what happened?" And of course, someone sends me the link, and I was like, "God dang it!"
So I basically get yelled at by Hunter. We pull the clip down.
Mm-hmm.
I listen to this. I'm so shocked that it even bothers him because the premise of the episode was being free.
Yeah.
And but he was probably worried about his builder sales going down.
No, it's actually pretty surprising the amount of women that buy our products because I didn't think they would. But the reality is
And then you went on your
TM
Then you went on your podcast,
Here we go.
and this really hurt. And you basically ended our friendship. It got back to me that you said on 2 separate podcasts, 1, I'm not friends with those guys anymore, and 2, I'll never go on their show again. Like, this is fucking crazy talk.
You cut me deep. You
Well,
cut me deep, dude. You understand that there's a mafia code, dude. You got to understand that there's a mafia code, that there's certain things you don't do to the other dudes. And you did it.
You think I overstepped?
Cut me deep, man.
Hey, I do believe this. I do believe that there's content that's for podcasts, and then there's content that's for reels.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And when you, and a lot of people like take the content from podcasts and put it on reels, like out of context like that. But it really did bother you. You were pissed.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the movie Belly with DMX in it, where they're like these like gangsters living in the Bronx selling drugs from Jamaica?
No.
You got to watch that movie. Started watching that when I was smoking pot when I was younger, and I started basically living by that credo. That there's just basically like a pack of dudes that you roll with. No one does each other dirty. And if you do one of your homies dirty, like, it's just death. There's only one option.
Andrew Hiller, I didn't know Hunter was Charmin soft.
Wow. That's harsh. That's harsh, dude.
Now
Coming from
we're
a man-
attacking
Coming
him.
from a
Damn.
man who bathes himself in peptides and attacks people on the internet, that is the most insecure person I've ever met. He does not leave his home, and he basically attacks people on the internet all day long while sipping the sauce.
But Hunter, even after I pulled it down, you still were angry.
I mean, I'm not really angry. Like, you know,
good.
I'm like internet angry, where it's fun to talk shit. But you called me and immediately hopped on the show. But I will tell you, learn your goddamn lesson. Don't be TMZing me. I always feel, honestly, just
Take
like
off the fuck you glasses.
I kind of feel bad, though. Just like, that's what the internet's become these days, is people will take any opportunity to like grab a second of fame at other people's expense. And I know you didn't really do that, but
You can't intimidate me. You can't intimidate me.
Don't make me fucking squeeze this thing. What are you repping out? What's your number?
It's before the trainer. It's the G.
150, 150. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, this thing gets me through the hardest of days. I was sleeping in my altitude tent last night, and I nearly suffocated myself to death. I'm lucky to be alive with you guys right now.
Serious?
Fuck yeah.
What did you set it to, like 24,000 feet?
Basically, dude, this thing is so sick. I go to this app. I go in the app, and you click on this thing, and it basically pops up, and you can pick your altitude, and I just crank it to the max. So, and you know, there's a system to it, because you basically you put like a pulse oximeter, and you're reading your blood oxygen levels and everything like that. And you're always just playing a game. You're like, can I suffocate myself a little bit more tonight? Like, if you do too much, you'll never wake up and actually be able to like recover and do the work the next day. But Big Daddy went a little too hard last night and almost died.
How do you know something was wrong?
I literally woke up at like midnight, and I was like, I was like trying to get breaths in, and I was honestly, I had to like turn the whole tent off, open up all the zippers and everything like that, and I slept like a baby afterwards.
Oh, you did? You recovered?
Yeah. It's fucking awesome.
It's not so could you, are you supposed to just come out like that? Could you do something to fuck yourself up? I guess it's not like the bends where you were underwater and then it expanded.
No, I mean, in reality, there's not like a ton that you can really damage yourself on, other than just like making yourself, like, you've heard of people getting altitude sickness. You can just kind of put yourself in that position. I'll get out of the tent like kind of groggy in the morning, and then I have to drink like a gallon of water. It's hysterical. I've basically become Howard Hughes. Like, have you seen the movie The Aviator, where he's like in a room watching a projector screen and pissing in bottles?
Yeah.
Like that's me a lot of the time. Like, I'll bring my computer in there and I'll be watching movies, and there's just pee jugs all around me. Like, I will never leave this tent.
Oh,
we'll never know my excellence.
You bring a pee jug inside the tent?
Oh, dude, I've got pee jugs everywhere.
Wow. What's the longest a pee jug has sat around the house before it gets thrown away? Is there one that's sat in there for like a week?
Oh, dude, a P-Jug definitely fell into the bed because this altitude tent is so
Oh,
tight
boy.
that I can't really get underneath places. Like it's literally a square around my bed, and there's a P-Jug under there, and I was like, I think there might be a little bit of a smell going on in here because you're not going to get all the pee in the jug. You know what I mean? Like,
You ever boned?
understand.
You ever boned in the altitude tent?
Yes, people have been hurt in that tent.
Wow.
I've been hurt.
Wow.
Hey, you selling any of those P jugs or what?
Dude, I should sell those P-Jugs.
Mercantile.com.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the CrossFitters are going to have to start selling their P-Jugs because you guys are tanking.
You think CrossFit's tanking?
I don't know, man. I just feel like every single time I hear something about it, like this whole fiasco about the like the quarterfinals and everything like that. Like that's the dumbest thing I ever heard of, where you guys are pointing your eyes was part of the no rep reference.
His eyes were not looking at
That
the
is such like a
spot.
Navy SEAL creepy thing. He's like, I didn't like the way you were looking at the ground, bitch.
Hey,
No rep.
hey. So in Hyrox, you don't have to squat below parallel on the wall balls, and in CrossFit, you have to be looking at the right thing.
I'm not saying
we all got
not everybody's world is perfect. We all have our flaws, but I thought that was absolutely hysterical. I thought that was hysterical. I don't even know how you come up with that rule. It does seem kind of odd just because of the safety sake of it. Like I consider the box, besides like heavy like cleans and snatches, probably to be the most dangerous object in the gym. Like so many people scrape their like
Yep.
their shins on it and stuff. Like it's just not something to fuck around with, especially this just like stupid piece of shit plywood square death box that will tear you to shreds.
Hey, what are you training for right now?
I got Hyrox Worlds in like 3 weeks.
And when you say worlds, it's like the culmination of the events for the year.
Yeah, like the difference between like the CrossFit Games in endurance sports would be synonymous with the Tour de France. Like it's a multi-day event, you know, all your scores combined to find the fittest person. You know, mine is like the Olympic marathon. It's like just one time, show up, run like a motherfucker, and who crosses first is the best.
And where is it?
Nice, France.
And it's in 3 weeks?
Yeah, June 7th.
Your jaw looks chiseled as shit. Are you peaking too soon?
No, I'm peaking just perfectly. This is my last big week, and like I just made sure to like get my miles up, my calories down, just perfectly hit, and then I'll have like 3 weeks of coming off the ledge.
And so this is the event you're going to. I just want to be clear. This is an annual event.
It's the World Championships, like I talked to you last year.
And so like this is like, what does that mean? That like, so then until the event next year, you would be crowned like the king of CrossFit or king of Hyrox. The prize money is the highest it is for any event during the year. Just shit like that. The normal things that are around a world championship.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I can't believe. And is there any competition for you?
I mean, guys are good, dude, but if you really look at the scale of things, like everybody is improving, but like just imagine, I don't know, who's the best guy in CrossFit right now? Jeff Adler.
Rich Froning.
Okay, well, Rich Froning. Let's just say Rich Froning snatched 300 pounds this year, and everybody else was snatching 290.
Yeah.
And Rich Froning went up to, like, everybody went up to 295, but Rich Froning went to 305. It's like, that's exactly what happened this year. It's like the field is all improving, but I improved with equal, if not greater, magnitude.
Fuck, that's crazy. Hey, is there any dude who thinks he can beat you?
All these losers, dude. They're all like making these stupid posts that like get like 3 likes, and they're like, "Man, I'm the fittest I've ever been. I'm really good at test hunter. It's gonna be so tough for him." I'm like,
can you tell me like who's one of the guys who thinks he's gonna beat you? I want to look at him and judge him.
I think like one of the guys I respect the most, his name's Alec Ronkovich. Like he's been on the podium at World Championships for 4 years in a row. Like he's great. There's yeah, it's Alec. I don't even know how to spell his name.
I see him, Alexander Ronkovich. Does he speak English?
Broken English, but he's a great guy. Like, you know, I can't talk shit about the person. Like he's just he's like a Ben Smith. Like he's just the kind of dude who will always show up, be kind, be cool, work hard, and get pretty gosh darn amazing results regardless of the situation.
2-time European champion.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he has a 50-58.
Well, that's the open division. Like, I don't like it. Listen, he probably doesn't want me to say this out loud, but I don't think it's very fair of him to race the open division because that's for people who are basically amateurs. And it's like I don't touch that because obviously I would dominate that world record also.
Oh
But
shit, 50-38.
yeah, but that's the open division. That's what I said.
What does that mean? The weights are lighter?
It's like RX versus Elite in CrossFits. It's like it's the weight
okay.
division below.
And give me an example, like what's different in it? Like the
14-pound wall ball. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, like lighter wall ball.
Yeah, it's a 14-pound wall ball. Everything is the same amount of distance. It's just less weight.
What a
And I think
pussy! Why is that guy doing this? That's just weird.
I think he just wanted to grab a world record and show, like, I'm not gonna lie, our sport's still at the level where there's like not a lot of money in it, and I bet you he got a check for setting that world record from one of his sponsors.
Oh, yep.
Have you ever
Yep.
tried the pussy division?
No, I won't do it. I think it's unfair because you got to figure there's all these people that are never going to get up near me, and they're all competing for it and trying to set that record and stuff. And I think it's fair that those guys get to duke it out at that level.
Yeah, but this should say this is so misleading.
It's like when people say CrossFit Games athlete in their profile, but they actually just went team.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like you didn't fucking make it.
Or CrossFit. Yeah, this God, dude. I mean,
he's not a bad guy, dude. Like this is the one dude that I will not talk shit about just because like he's just a good person. He's a good person regardless of the fact that I'm going to smash him. I think he's a good human being.
That's like saying in CrossFit you won Wadapalooza, but you weren't in the elite category. It's like you didn't win. You were in the community. You were in the community event,
the spectator workout,
the gauntlet champion.
Let me ask you: is there an easier event at Hyrox than this one?
No, I mean you could do doubles or relay, but as an individual, this is like that's that age group category that people fuck around in.
Oh my! Listen to what he writes. I know you like that. This guy's on a mission, making moves and moves and moves. Unstoppable force. Yeah, the 2-pound fucking wall balls really makes him unstoppable.
They call him the golden boy. He's the silver boy. He doesn't fucking take gold. I take gold. Fuck that shit.
Jeez Louise, that's embarrassing.
What's the prize purse at the World, Hunter?
They said to be determined. I feel like they're going to try to announce it and make it look really big, but it was $24,000 last year. I'm assuming it's going to be like between 30 and 40 this year.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't think. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a little bit of change there.
Yeah,
almost like the Sevon Invitational.
Yeah, that's almost as much.
Do you have your own invitational now?
No, but we did an event for. Oh, do you know about this show we're doing, Kill Taylor?
Is that the guy who's like a plumber, the buff plumber?
Yes, yes.
That guy looks like he got fired off the cast of Ice Road Truckers, and he had nothing better to do except for pick up CrossFit.
Yes,
he has seen the show. Perfect.
Yes. Yeah. I think equal to being the Titan Games champion. Hey, so we have this show. It's tomorrow at 9 a.m. It's our third time. No one's won it the first 2 weeks. The first week, the prize money was $500. Then it rolled over to $1,000. Then this week, it's rolled over to $1,500.
You have to beat him in a workout?
Yeah. So we go live and he does the workout, and then you see the workout, and then we send you a link. You randomly text into the phone. I randomly pick people, and they come on and they try to beat it.
Put up a mile run, and like all the junior varsity girls will beat him.
Well, that's the whole thing with the show is he gets to do the programming.
Well, that's not very fair, but I mean, I guess I like it.
It's totally rigged, but
it's totally rigged.
We tell everybody it's rigged. He picks his wheelhouse workouts. It's all under like 5 minutes, and yeah, it's rigged.
Yeah,
and people were saying that the only person who has a chance to beat him is you.
Probably true. Probably true.
I'm
so glad that I don't do CrossFit anymore, though, because my life's so like enjoyable and full of just like stories and like epic existence. And then every CrossFit I talk to, I'm like, "What have you been up to?" He's like, snatches, and handstand push-ups. And yeah, the other day, my friend and I walked up a staircase on our fucking hands.
Are you doing? Yeah. Do you do no CrossFit?
I mean, I do CrossFit the way that like a human being should do CrossFit. Like I do 3 WODs a week, and then I live in the real world rather than these fucking, I don't know. What are the name of those little shrimps that you used to pour into like water, and then you pour it into a glass and you added water, and they
Oh,
existed
sea
around-
monkeys. Sea monkeys.
They're like sea
Oh,
monkeys.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
wow.
sea monkeys.
Wow. I see that. What a great reference.
Just such a vapid existence.
The thing that's funny is he's just absolutely correct.
Yeah, sea monkeys. Hey, there's this whole thing with the CrossFitters. I wonder if you have this in Hyrox. I feel like every week, these are the sea monkeys, by the way. What great creatures they are. You just add water to them and they come alive.
Yeah, but if you
Just
go
add
above
status.
76 degrees, these CrossFitters will all die because they need to have their little ecosystem of their perfectly homeostasis built gym.
So there's this thing
Holy
now. Every
shit.
week, I hear at least one podcaster, one CrossFitter say, "I'm more than just a CrossFitter."
That's
Like
not
they're
true.
all going through like this identity crisis. I'm more than just the value of my placement. Does Hyrox have that already? Like, are there people like so dedicated to Hyrox that they're like, I have to remind myself that I'm more than just a Hyrox athlete. Like I have other value in this world. Like, do you see
This
that
guy-
shit going on?
This guy was chirping at me a little while ago. He's a guy I compete against. And he talks shit to me, so I put his name up. I'm gonna post it note on the wall. And
What's his name?
I don't need to do it, but I basically said someone told me, let me know that I made your sticky note board. I said you did. I'm going to smash your reality at Worlds. He goes, and he writes back. This is the kind of pussy shit that these guys write. That's funny. I don't care what you think about your smashing. You might beat me, but that's it. You win the race. I'll go home, and I may finish 3rd, 7th, 15th, or 1st, but I'll be in a happier with some place than others. But joy or pain will leave me with a few. Sorry.
Oh,
No, this is
yeah.
good. I like this.
Within a few days, I'll kiss my wife, and I'll kiss my wife and help put my son to sleep, and blah 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 blah. And I just wrote him back. I said, I don't need to know about your personal life. I just here to disprove your thoughts. You might lose this race. And I just like these people are trying to find the best way of putting it is they're trying to find joy and value outside of their existence of being an athlete. And if you look at it, dude, I was saying this the other day. If you look at the best people in the entire world at sports, they're the angriest people in the world. They hate so much. Go just take screenshots of like
that's Taylor.
Michael Jordan's face.
That's our plumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jordan's face and like Tiger Woods' face and like all these excellent people. I mean, being excellent at this level is a lot of hate. And if you need to look outside of your numbers to find joy, then you're never going to be excellent. Because I don't need anything. My food lives on a scale and I weigh it every single day. I sleep in an altitude tent. I go back and forth over and over and over again. And 90% of the time I'm miserable.
This is what this reminds me of. You should send this clip to this guy.
Oh, goddess. They say you can't be killed.
I wouldn't be bothering with the shield then, would I?
A Thessalonian you're fighting.
Is this the Thessalonian you're fighting?
He's the biggest man I've ever seen. I wouldn't want to fight him.
I wouldn't want to fight him.
That's why no one will remember your name.
That
guy's basically that little boy.
Yeah.
But you do have to, I'll admit, there's the other side of this coin that I'm going to be honest about. As soon as I'm done racing world championships, I go around Europe for 2 months partying my ass off. You also have to have that. Like if you don't
letting other men drink your urine. I heard you let other men drink your urine.
From my altitude tent. No, but you have to also create that too. That's one thing that I've noticed a lot of these people, especially CrossFitters, they just don't ever leave the gym. You know why I think Sam Dancer has continued to be such an excellent CrossFitter for so many years?
Steroids.
I don't know if that's true, but I'm not going to say that. But if you look
oh
at that
my
guy,
God, you've gotten so soft. Young
spends, like,
you got upset when
50%.
I posted a clip from the podcast about you ragging on young chicks, and now you won't say someone's on steroids.
Dude,
Unfucking
He
believable.
can't. He's afraid we'll TMZ him again. He's
Oh
got to
my
be.
God. He's
no.
afraid
the
I
sales will go
I
down.
like Sam Dancer, and I don't.
I
think
like
he's on the
Sam
juice.
too. I like Sam
dude.
too.
Sam's a good dude.
He's a really good dude. But that
I
dude
agree.
that dude's outside all the time. Like I see him, I go to the beach and he's just bear crawling in the sand. Dude, you see this dude, the Thanos lift? That's 300 fucking pounds. I could pick up a heavy chick, chuck her on my shoulder.
Take her back to the cave.
That's
Get her
right.
that altitude
This is
tank.
absolutely nuts. Be honest. I mean, I ask you a question. I want you to be honest. Look how big your ass is, dude.
Yeah, dude, you should see the
Is
front
that
side of
really
truck.
300 pounds?
With my belief, I think so. I mean, it's as full as the bag could possibly be. I mean, I took the thing and I filled it up as much as you possibly can. I think the 250, it was at 242. So if I had to assume the 250 we weighed was the only one we weighed because we didn't want to pick up this 300 afterwards. And we weighed it in at 242. So if I had to assume this thing's anywhere between 275 and 285.
Why is your car in the house?
What are you talking about, Mike? You talking about my dune buggy?
Yeah.
Well, it's not the house. That's our breezeway. That's where we do all of our fitness training. So that's my gym.
Yeah.
This is my gym. As you can see, like on the side that you can't see is where all the cardio is. Now, if you look across the hall, you see all the rest of my cars over there. And then you basically, if you look back to the left, that's where my house is. Like that's where like it's a big shaped square.
Dude, why did you end up putting this down? Did you reach your destination or it was just time?
What's that?
Did you reach your why do you put the bag down? Did you have a certain distance you were going to carry it, or were you just it just got too heavy?
Oh, dude, it like crushed my fucking back.
So like did you mean to go further?
I just didn't want to carry it anymore. I proved my point. I tried to carry this thing for, you can see the post. I tried to do a mile time trial with it. And I had to get, this was in 2018. I had to get 2 massages that day. And I couldn't do anything for like a week afterwards.
Fuck. So you went the whole mile with that thing?
No, I only got 600 meters. I was just like, I recognized, I was like, I could go another 1,000 meters, but the damage would be done.
Yeah. Diminishing returns at some point.
I mean,
right?
that's just a dangerous route you're taking through gravel, unlevel surface.
There's a rope right there.
Like, what if you would have hit that pole and that bounced back and like hit you in the knee?
Oh yeah, that would suck. Buff guy life.
Buff guy. Hey, what do you mean? Those are all you have 5 cars?
No, I have the Dune buggy. I have a Bronco. I got an STI, and I got a Ram TRX.
You have 4 cars.
Yeah, I mean the Dune buggy and the Bronco in totality are probably only worth about 10 grand. Like you just kind of get them as project cars.
But you have to pay insurance and registration on them. That's a pain in the ass.
I'll admit, when I do drive that Dune buggy, I drive it illegally.
So say, what are you, the cops, Stefan?
Why don't you shut your face?
I used to have like, I don't know, 10 motorcycles and just registration and insurance was just fucking crazy.
But you get it, dude. Like when you're younger, you got to be immature and make like I say this very often. It's like you have to have vices in this world. Otherwise, it's just going to be this just super boring existence. And mine used to be partying. And now, like, it's just going as hard as fuck on races, buying cars occasionally, and messing around.
Look at your dick in this shot. That's a cool photo.
Yeah, you look fucking yoked. Hunter, has Hyrox ever done a piece on you? Like, come out and filmed for a day while you're training? Uh-oh, he's a rotating black square now.
Oh. Does anyone say anything about his dong in here?
No. Probably.
How come I'm the only person who sees the dong?
It's got a nice outline, that's for sure.
Donglicious. Is that how you spell licious?
I don't know. I can't see anything. It's on delay on the screen. I see. So it's kind of.
Is that how you spell donglicious?
Oh. Yeah. that sounds good to me.
All right. Sent.
Donglicious.
Right. Thank you for coming on, Hunter. That was fun. Where's my arrow? I lost my arrow.
Uh-oh. Yeah, it's on YouTube. They filmed him at the cabin. Okay, cool.
Shit, I lost my screen. I lost my arrow and I lost my screen. Where the fuck is my arrow? Oh, there it is. What are you doing over here?
Dude, I have no clue what just happened.
That's okay. Yeah. I can't find my arrow.
Yeah, how weird is that, dude? My whole my computer has battery and everything, and it just shut down, and went black.
Where the fuck is
Weird.
my arrow?
See, dude, we might have been hacked.
Hey, I'm just turning off my mouse. I'm using my manual mouse now. Let's see if I can find my manual.
Donglicious, dude. I just saw that. That's hot, dude. That's hot.
So did you know did you adjust your penis to be like that in the shot?
Not really, man. Like, honestly, I know I got a great penis, but I was actually really proud more so of the fact that, like, I've really cut down a lot of weight this season. And I think, like, honestly, like, I started fitness more so from an aesthetic standpoint than I did from a performance standpoint.
Aesthetics.
Yeah, but dude, I've always appreciated that almost just as equally as the performance side of things. So I was pumped. And you know how it is, dude. Like, if you want to get that really good geeky bodybuilder pick, you got to roll your pants up into like the bodybuilder man tights.
Mandatory.
Actually,
That's right.
I actually have no idea.
We'll take a few after this. I'll oil
Dude,
you
let's
up.
go. Let's go, dude. So
Get that
how
line
big is
just
this?
right.
How big is this thing got? Like, I'm not gonna lie. I check in on your guys' social media every once in a while, and you guys are getting like 20 to like 40,000 views per video sometimes, like with quite regularity.
It's a great community, dude. It's a great crew of people holding down the fort.
It's
They
sick,
love
dude. I'm
looking.
super
They love
pumped for you
looking at
guys.
guy outlines of penises in guys' shorts.
I
we have
get
a
it, dude.
common
And
thread.
if you've got like the thread on that, like, just keep
We
it
believe
going.
in one God. We have Christian values, and we like the outline of giant dongs.
We're simple folk.
Do you still, like, when we first started hanging out, you were really into like dumping on like the vaccine and like all this other like really like non-fitness related shit, which I agreed with on many notes, but you were like really into it. Is that still part of the theme, or have you kind of like pulled back on that to kind of get more in the lane of fitness?
No, we're taking money from corporate shells now, so
I get it, dude.
you know what I mean. Once you reach that tipping point, we sell out quick.
Before I forget, did you
Sorry,
guys
hold on. Breaking news. George Floyd's alleged drug dealer, Maurice Hall, sentenced to 15 years for sex trafficking. This was the fucking guy who was in the car with George Floyd in the front seat
when that happened?
George Floyd's alleged drug dealer, go fuck yourself,
alleged,
has been sentenced to 15 years in prison in an unrelated sex trafficking case. He's 45 years old.
This is kind of like the Kyle Rittenhouse thing where everybody was just looking at the kid as being the problem. But then if you looked backwards and saw the three people that were attacking him and the shit that they had done beforehand and the legal shit they were involved with, nuts. Yeah. But
George Floyd was a douche.
Kyle Rittenhouse was just saving taxpayer dollars. That's all that was.
Dude, what the fuck? I had something to ask you guys. Oh, did you guys see the Dave Portnoy thing just recently about the Business Insider getting fired? Go to Dave Portnoy's page and look at this fucking fire rant. When I'm done working with sponsors, like, this is who I'm 100% going to. And I'm just going to spend my time literally burying people that have crossed me. There's a list of people that I have right now on a hit list that, like, as soon as I make my buck, like, just bury them.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I appreciate that. Do you have a list?
Oh, fuck yeah. Are you kidding me, dude? Okay, so now go down. This one in the glasses, dude. Press play on this. This is me 100% behind the scenes, but God.
Oh, hey there. Did you hear the news on this 83-degree day in paradise? That's right. Nicholas Carlson, editor of Business Insider, got his ass fired. Another champagne bottle with his name engraved will be popped. I just can't remember what mansion it's in. Is it in Montauk? Is it in Nantucket? I honestly don't fucking know. Saratoga, I've lost count of my fucking houses. You fired fuck. And now he's trying to be like, oh, I stepped down. I didn't get fired. Yeah, right, you fired fuck. That's like Mike Rappaport being like, I stepped down for Barstool. You got fired, you fired fuck. And why wouldn't you? Not only did you lie about the article with me, not only did you refuse to sit down with me and go over any of the facts, not only did you run like a little fucking chicken with with your tail between your legs? What about the time you stole insurance from your own employees? They had to go on fucking strike and put up signs in the streets, and you were riding a little fucking tricycle, tearing these signs down. You fired fuck, you fucking scumbag, you piece of shit. What goes around comes around. It's called karma. Taylor Swift, listen to the song, you fired fuck. What about the time you wrote an article about how much money CEOs or editors make, and then somebody asked you, they're like, hey Nick, since you're writing articles about it, how much do you make? He's like, no, I only talk about that privately. Salaries aren't for public. You hypocritical piece of shit. Fuck. I honestly hope you rot in hell, metaphorically speaking, because you deserve it. This is step one of what goes around comes around, you fired fuck. So let's take a champagne glass and let's toast to that fired fuck who finally got what he deserved. Fucking Nicholas Carlson, you fired fuck. I'm going to have a great day thinking about your life being ruined. Cheers, you fired fuck.
Damn.
And
Goes
I
hard.
approve this message.
And I will
dude.
do it again when I
you
get
have
the bottle, because I could toast this 1,000 times and not get sick of watching you suffer. Cheers.
Hey,
Dude.
Business Insider's like the worst. They're worse than the New York Times. I don't know if worse. They're just as bad. The shit that they do is so fucking bad. Their reporting is so bad.
My family's been in the newspaper and media industry, I mean, forever. My grandfather was in it, and then my dad was in it, and you just recognize it's just, I'm not trying to bash my dad or my grandfather, but these things are just articles wrote by people, and it's their opinions. It's not guarantees of any of the facts that are aligned with that shit. What they decide to write and print that day. And you just like, when you start to figure that out, you're like, wait a second, this news is not necessarily true. It's just somebody's opinion. And it got me really fucked up. Like, I used to be a big New York Times person, and then it started to get like really liberal and weird.
Me too. It got really weird. Business Insider Global Editor-in-Chief Nicholas Carlson told staffers she's stepping down, casting the move as his own decision, even as the news outlet has lately been plagued with labor strife and controversies over its reporting. Yeah, that's what they always say. That's the same thing at CrossFit, by the way. Anytime anyone says they stepped down, they did not step down.
Who voluntarily steps down?
Do you remember when Rosa said that about Dave? Oh, we've come to this decision together. And
A mutual decision.
And Dave comes immediately online. This was not a mutual
He's
decision.
like, nah.
Something I hope you know about me is that I believe in life is an adventure. What did this guy do? This guy was part of that whole, like, trying to take Portnoy down with because Portnoy likes to, like, have girls pee on him, and he tried to make it sound like it was something bad. Hunter,
what was that?
Check. Was this guy? I remember people were coming after Portnoy, like he did something wrong to some girl.
I mean, I feel like everybody goes after, like, it's kind of the whole point of the conversation that we had at the beginning stages of this. Like, you take just like a microscopic moment and then you try to blow it up into this, like, this piece or an agenda. And Dave Portnoy is like a very polarizing character. He's hard as fuck. And, just at this point, I guess, you got too many big egos in the room. But Dave, from what I understand, he really likes he creates enemies, or enemies are created in the situation that he's in. And then he basically just like sits and waits, and he etches their name into a bottle of champagne and waits for them to fail. And then he just celebrates it publicly. And I love that.
Yeah, I love that too.
Are enemies necessary, Hunter? Are they necessary?
Fuck yeah. You kidding me, dude? I have people's names posted up all over the house that I just hate them.
Field.
Yeah, I wreck on them, dude.
You've really God, my mouse is so fucked up right now. You've really inspired me to show clips now. Let's look at this one too. Ready, Hunter? Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Here we go. This is Pete Butt Slammer Buttigieg. This is on a liberal outlet. This is on CNBC. He's being interviewed. Here we go. This is the Secretary of Transportation. This guy has no business being the Secretary of Transportation. He's a complete douche nozzle.
Dude, he should just come to California and start there. That should be his only job.
Yeah, butt slam Pete, butt slam Buttigieg. That's what we call him in the hood. Here we go.
The whole move to try to come up with something by the administration, and obviously bipartisan, that didn't come until it became clear it was going to be a major campaign issue. And only then did the Biden administration get interested in it? And every time I hear
Well,
those
hold on. Let's be clear here,
let me
though.
finish first. But every time we hear those talking points that suddenly it was Republicans who ruined the border, that's why people get so frustrated. We know what President Biden said about inviting people in. We know that he got rid of all the things that were keeping the border closed that President Trump had put in. We know that he got rid of all those. So when you say it's not his fault,
that's just literally not true. It's literally not true that he got rid of the
Did you see 7.2
separation?
Did you see 7.2 million people come in during the Trump administration? It was a trickle. The reason that some of these numbers stay where they are is because it just seems like instead of actually owning some of the issues that we have, instead of acknowledging that the president maybe has lost a step, the administration keeps saying, "Don't believe your lying eyes," and that's why you're
respectfully, Joe.
that's why you're at 18% when we heard for 3.
So do you know this story, Hunter?
What is it about? I mean,
basically, when Trump was in office, if you came across the border, they gave you a court date and they sent you back to Mexico, and then you waited for your court date. When your court date came, you came to the United States. Now
it sounds like a process.
Right. So yeah, exactly. So if you broke into my house and I caught you here, I would fucking kick you out, and then you would go to jail and wait for your court date. When Biden took office, they changed it. They said, if we catch you in the United States, we're just going to give you a court date, but you can stay here. And that basically means anyone's welcome. And so that's why people started flooding across the border over that one issue. That's the only reason why we have the image. So
is that the transportation thing though? Is that like, it's like basically that's the person who's
no. The guy who's in charge. No, but this guy has been involved with taking the transportation guy has been involved in facilitating people coming across the border and then taking them to other places in the United States. So
I have to say, DeSantis sending all of those people up to New York City and like Martha's Vineyard.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Genius.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if someone broke into your house and you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a cell phone, $1,000, and make you some warm bread until the police get here"?
I don't really understand. Like, really, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a dude who works out. Like, I'm not gonna pretend like I have the information on all this stuff. But I cannot figure out like a plausible reason for why allowing so many people to cross over and then supporting them at such a high level. That's the confusing part. Like, I don't get it, and like I'm not going to pretend to weigh in on it. I just don't understand it.
It comes down to this. It's to vote.
Yeah, I've heard that, and like maybe that may be the case. And
No.
But you're going into states mostly like California is already a Democratic state, so you don't got to really win that one. I guess Arizona and Texas are but
it's nuanced. You get way more people in. First of all, it's not illegal if you claim that you voted, and only citizens are allowed to vote on the federal level. And if you claim you voted for the president and you're not a citizen, but you say you didn't know and you did it on accident, you're off. It's that easy. And when they do census, in the states, Hunter, illegals are counted too. And the more people there are, the more representation you get.
I understand, man, but what's the likelihood that you're actually going to get these people all to vote on that day unless they basically put them in corrals and push them through corrals and make them sign things on that exact period of time? And if that's the case, it's super fucked up. But like, dude, I've never voted because I just think the whole thing is a goddamn scam. But the likelihood of getting a bunch of illegal people over here to all sign a piece of paper on the same day, and you're talking about, I know it's potentially millions of votes, but that's a lot of work to get those votes in Texas and Arizona.
Hey, you're right, but you just open the border and let 12 million people in, and it's a done deal.
Yeah, but then it's also the idea that those 12 million people are actually going to participate.
Just you only need a few. Think of like the state of Georgia. Biden won it by like 10,000 votes.
Yeah.
I hate your lack of cooperation with this.
It's not lack of cooperation. It's just like this is you and your conspirators all sitting in the comments right here, and they're much like fucking Andrew Hiller, who I'm talking about, a man who's on steroids hiding in a closet typing aggressively.
It's a garage. It's a garage.
Assuming that everybody's out to get him as he's injecting more peptides into his system to protect himself. That's your audience, by the way.
So this is the misunderstanding. Pat, you cannot vote in federal election unless you're a citizen. That's the rule, but they do, Pat, and none of them actually vote. Are you fucking kidding me?
What was
Of
the name of that
course,
guy?
a shitload of them vote.
Well, then here, throw out the whole entire voting theory, then just ask yourself who benefits from that.
Dude,
From
I
them
think
coming in?
honestly,
Yeah, like throw the whole voting thing out and just say who benefits from all those people coming across the
Who
border.
is that? Who benefits?
here's my opinion.
I don't know. I'm asking. What do you guys think?
You
Democrats.
take states like this that have people that are a little bit more conservative, and you ruin their vision for a state like this with the rules and the existence that they want to have, to the point where you start to convince these people it's no longer a viable option to live there. Like, I'm ready to move out of California. You start to piss off all the people by what's going on in Texas, and they start to move out of Texas because they don't like it. So they move to like Louisiana and Baton Rouge and
Idaho.
Louisiana. But you get all these people so upset, they start to leave, and then all of a sudden things swing over so much towards a democratic system that now it's all in their hands. And basically, once that system collapses and it's all inside of this this party's hands with ultimately all the control, they then all of a sudden change the laws aggressively to majorly benefit some of their, some of their agendas. That was my only guess that they're going to go on. And it's like a 10-year plan, by the way.
Like legalizing pedophilia.
I don't know, man. I don't want to talk about that shit. But like my idea, like they're destroying Los Angeles, like the millionaires tax. Like if you come in here now and you try to buy a really expensive house and that's over like $5 million, there's 4% tax on top of it. And then if you buy over a $10 million house, there's like an 8% tax on top of it.
Wow.
So what you're doing is you're basically taking like these more powerful people and just preventing them from wanting to invest in certain areas, because you're like, wait a second, I pay for a $10 million house. I pay an extra $800,000 on top of it to fill the needs for what? Because I'm rich, I have to be punished. And you basically take the the city of Los Angeles, which is falling apart already. Like, I think it's literally the grossest city in the United States. That and San Francisco, you could bomb them both. But they are literally so bad that you get people like myself who are just like, I care about my life. I care about the way I perceive things. I've worked my ass off. I'm not putting money into this anymore. And they leave. And then all of a sudden they can basically take even more and more control once you have people like ourselves that are like more, have a tough guy, conservative, care about their fucking life policy. And they just gain more control. And that's the only way I can really see this working out. Otherwise, like, I don't understand at all. Like, it's confusing.
Well, if you had enough people come across the border that relied on like dependence from the government, then that's a reason for them to go ahead and take more of the tax dollars and usher in more power, because more and more people need their handouts. And then at some point they're dependent on that handout the whole entire time and they can't do anything for themselves. And then I guess that's how you would usher in a single power, right? So many people are dependent. We have to hold all of our resources so we could distribute them amongst all the people that need our help.
I'm in the position now where, like, if you guys look at my Instagram, I follow like a couple athletes and a couple businesses that I like, and then I follow like homesteading pages on Instagram.
Oh, you are getting
like,
old.
No, it's not even old, dude. Like, I just don't like. I could literally buy a gigantic homestead and build whatever the fuck I want and not have to participate in this shit anymore.
What state would you go to?
Well, you got to think about weather. So I'm really thinking it's going to have to be kind of in like the southeast, the thing that's like the most moderate of all situations.
Alabama.
Dude, I would go to not Alabama, probably like Arkansas, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, and buy like a quarter of the state.
You would be like a redheaded god there. Hunter, why does Alec Blennis go around saying he beats you at Murph?
I mean, because he probably did. I mean, the only
Who
argument
is that guy? Do you know that guy?
Yeah, we used to race against each other in Spartan race. He's an awesome dude. He's a great strength and conditioning coach. Like, really just a brilliant dude. Probably the best body in the world for Murph. He's like 5'5" and has just like incredible potential for an event like that. But But I don't really even give a shit about those things anymore, dude. Like, you might as well just go and dominate one thing. That's what we were doing 5 years ago, and people still love to have conversations about it.
Hunter, I don't know if you know this. I didn't know this, but black people don't know what they not only do they not know what computers are, but they don't even know what the word. This is the governor of New York. This is the
so
BLM advocate to defund the police, pro-vaccine governor of New York, Hochul. Listen.
Black kids growing up in the Bronx who don't even know what the word computer is. They don't know. They don't know these things. And I want the world open up to all of them, because when you have their diverse voices, innovate.
I'm going to make this so easy for you,
God.
Hunter. Do you think that there's one, let's pick an age, a 15-year-old kid. I'm not even going to say black, Jew, Puerto Rican, Mexican, blackies, anything, whiteys. You think there's one kid who's 15 years old in the United States who doesn't know, who's not mentally retarded, who doesn't know what a computer is?
No, that's so sad.
This is fucking insane, dude.
But dude, I wish that
this is insane.
I wish that she was right, man, because I really cannot find people that know much beyond computers these days. Like, when I try to do things with people don't know how to do things without this microcomputer in their hand. Like, it's so amazing. Like, I just went on a bike ride the other day with two guys who are, very high level athletes, and I had to change both their tires on their bikes because they both got flats. And I was like, "You're bitch men. Like, you are grown ass men, but you're like, they're bitches."
Did you really tell them that? Did you really tell them that?
No, I give them shit all the time, and they're my friends. Like, I'm not really gonna give them a hard time, but like, people are forgetting how to exist in the world because of apps like Amazon. Like, they don't even know how to leave the house anymore and navigate a store. They don't know how to take care of themselves. Like, it's just getting into the existence where these computers are so integrated into our lives that people don't know how to do shit anymore.
You ever watch porn when you're having sex?
I have, but it's not worth it.
Wow, it's like double dipping the chip, huh?
Yeah. You ever had a girl give you a hand job while she's like scrolling through Instagram? Like, she's like this,
just completely like uninterested in you. But
yeah, like
it's getting to that point though, man. Like, you sit around people, and like, I'll admit, man, I have my phone next to me. I'm on my phone all the time. Like, it's a disease.
Yeah.
It's the reason why, like, I'll spend 2 months touring around Europe in places that don't have cell phone service and just have the time of my life. It's the reason why I go backpacking. The world
watching porn when you're having sex is a trip. I haven't done that. The only thing I did do once or maybe twice was I would one time for a handful of times I got a vape pen ready, like with like a Juul.
Yeah.
And I poured myself a glass of whiskey, and I put on Game of Thrones, and I was having sex all at the same time. And I kind of organized that because those were like my three favorite things to do, like watch Game of Thrones.
I think you're gonna have to do that.
And it was crazy. It was wild. But other than that, I'm pretty much
relationships though.
Pardon me?
You're gonna have to do that in relationships as time goes on. Like, the stimulus factor has to start to heighten a little bit to keep things going.
I don't know.
The rope around the neck.
Oh. Oh.
That was really crazy that people auto asphyxiate themselves. Like, how many really big time hot shots in business have been found dead with a rope around their neck, like jerking off,
jerking it in the shower?
Yeah.
Probably,
or that was just a cover up for them to be like Epstein or something like that. God dang, dude. Oh, dude, how do you guys feel about this whole Diddy thing? Like, is that just crazy? That P. Diddy basically runs like a butt fucking ring where he's just the internet is so crazy.
Fucking ring. Wow.
He bones dudes. Like, I don't even think he likes to do it because he's a homosexual. I think he just does it as a power play. And it took over the internet for like 30 to 60 days. 30 days.
Has anyone come out and said P. Diddy went balls deep in his helmet crested my Cheerio? Has anyone said that?
The biggest interview in YouTube history is the Cat Williams on Shannon Sharp's show. It's the biggest one in history.
I saw a bunch of clips of that. Yeah, but has like Justin Bieber been like, okay? Remember, like with Michael Jackson, the kid's like, oh yeah, he has a wart on his penis on the left hand side, it's the shape of an elephant, or what I mean?
Yeah,
like I haven't heard anyone say Diddy butt slam me.
I don't think I don't think in this world, I don't think you're going to hear that because these people don't want to be victimized at that level. Like I can understand where there's just this hierarchy of situation where you don't want to be found out that Diddy banged you and you're like a professional ass dude.
Do you know what the conspiracy theory is?
What?
The conspiracy theory is it's the same one as the Epstein one. That basically Diddy was a CIA operative. They basically were giving him money and hooking him up with like amnesty from shit, and that in return he collected footage. He would get people really fucked up on drugs, and he collected footage of people doing fucked up shit at his house, right? Whatever that is, having sex with kids or with other dudes. Then basically Homeland Security, that raid on his house wasn't to bust Diddy, but it was to collect all of that shit and hide it because the operation was over. Like that operation was always supposed to end like that. And that's the same thing that supposedly they did with Epstein. That's why we've never seen the list because the whole thing was just an extortion and coercion game being played by the CIA. That's like the two prevalent theories.
You know, I don't disbelieve it. So like the whole idea behind like the Rothschild thing is basically they used to be money lenders and they were money lenders to people in public. And then they found out that they would just make more money by lending money to governments and royalty.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they basically just put them in a pressure situation where they're like, you owe us money. You could owe us less money if you did what we fucking want you to, bitch.
Yeah. Push our agenda.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, that stuff's been around forever. It's just blackmail. And like, it's a pretty powerful thing. You know, it's really crazy, man. There was this guy that I used to party with in college. He was the person who brought me out here to Malibu. And whenever we got really crazy, when I say really crazy, I'm just talking about like, you know, we were doing a lot of drugs back then. He would make everybody take their cell phone and put it in the fucking microwave. And he was like, dude, you have no idea these things are all listening to us. And I was like, yeah, whatever, dude. And now it's like so widely known.
Yep.
Like the incognito mode, there's that lawsuit that's going on, I believe, with like with Facebook right now in Hungary. And there's also I believe a lawsuit that's starting about the incognito mode about, you know, you can put your computer on incognito mode so it doesn't collect data. They just proved that they were still collecting data on that. So that was a lie too. So you basically have these things that are just collecting as much data on you as possible. And, you know, potentially they can use it against you. Potentially they could use it to make sales on you. But I mean, the whole thing is just like, it's trippy as all hell. But the phone and the microwave thing, I learned that at the age of 20.
The UK's version of the NSA, they were basically taking pictures of anyone who was on Yahoo. All the cameras on any computer that was running Yahoo, they were taking pictures. Those cameras were taking pictures of people every 5 seconds and storing them. And do you know how that got out? Because the dudes who work there were fucking curating the best fucking like nudes and shit and passing it around with each other, and then it fucking leaked.
Holy shit.
But all these fucking cameras, like if you don't like that, if you're watching porn and you don't think someone's watching you, you're out of your mind. I don't mean to ruin porn for people, but if you're on your phone and you're watching porn, like just remember
facial recognition. They got all your shit.
I don't even really I don't care though. Like,
well, that's because you don't type in kiddie porn. You diversify.
Well, yeah.
You put in fat black girls just like to, you know, check the box.
Listen, I gotta get my cake off, dude. Come on,
yeah.
Be honest. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I diversify my porn too because I know people are watching. That way, you know. But
I almost think about this like it's almost better to have almost like when I think his name Orlando Bloom had like a leak of like him paddleboarding with his dick out, and it like boosted his career back up. Like, I think I need a moment like that. Like, I
gave you a moment like that, and you fucking yelled at me, motherfucker. I gave you a moment like that. I was about to get you like 20 extra Instagram followers. You got all pissed at me.
20 Instagram followers.
Yeah, like I almost talked to like my management team, and I was like, we actually talked about it. I was like, listen, guys, I was like, if we're gonna go down this route and not take like the sports like super seriously, let's just set us up with like a celebrity girlfriend for like 6 months, get some really crazy content out there, and then we go back into sports again. And that would have been the move, you know?
Do you have your eye on some celebrity, Beaver?
Not really, man. I live in an altitude tent and I live like such a bubble. Like I don't have like any kind of like romantic sex, any kind of feelings right now. I've shut that off completely. The older I get, it's not like I'm less of it. I'm just using less of that energy and just channeling it right back in. Like this is the hardest I've ever trained. But later on this season, watch the fuck out, world.
Like the beaver should watch out.
Everybody should. It's dangerous.
Anybody could get it.
Anybody.
Bernie Gannon has some good advice. Like any kinky shit you put in, then just also add adaptive division, so it kind of like softens it. You know what I mean?
Well, dude, think about that guy. That guy Tucker Max basically just wrote this debaucherous story, which I probably think like probably 30% of it was true, and then he just turned the rest of it into like Lion, Witches, and Wardrobe. And from there, dude, he just became a mega millionaire from just talking about drinking beer and banging midgets.
Oh, really?
You've never heard of that? I hope they serve beer in hell.
No, The Beginner's Guide to Psychedelic Medicine. Is it that guy?
Maybe.
American author and speaker.
Yeah. If I had to guess, that dude basically just took the seed of a story and then built something massive out of it. Like just taking little things, and that's basically most people.
Oh, and he's got a bunch of. He's a family man.
Well, now he is.
Was he in the military?
No. Tucker Max. I hope they serve beer in hell.
I see that, but I'm on his Instagram account, and his
He's
Instagram
definitely not in the military.
Maybe that's the wrong one because that doesn't look like
Is this the guy? It says
real Tucker Max, 33,000 followers.
No, I don't think so. This guy's got to be way bigger than that.
Oh no, here he is on
wow, dude, he must have gotten his like social media taken down because 33,000 followers for somebody who was a New York Times bestseller is a little low.
Oh, his kid does jits. Hold on, let me see. If you remember Tucker Max from his books about drunken womanizing, you may be shocked to find out what he's doing now.
And how many? And he's only got a couple thousand likes on it. Oh,
so he flipped the script.
I think that dude really that dude tanked his he's got to get a better PR team.
Shit, his kid double gold, gi and no gi. That's pretty good.
That's awesome, dude. I really look forward to the point where like I retire and let go of like all of my ambitions and I'm able to like channel it towards.
Oh, fuck you. I tried to do that with you on a show. Why are we back to this?
What do you mean?
What we had a show where you were free of ambition and I got in trouble.
No. You guys TMZ'd me. You guys know that, dude. As long as we can agree to the mafia rule that it stays inside of this cosm, and other people can TMZ me, they can, but not my own friends.
Right.
Not my own fucking friends.
That's why it hurt a little bit because me and you were homies. Okay.
All right. Homies, dude. Right. Listen, dude, if you like put a post up and you're like, you basically put up like a flag and you're like, I'm going to war. Literally, I would show up in like my monster truck doom buggy with gats ready to ride. I'm that kind of character. But don't TMZ me, otherwise I ain't showing up.
Fair enough.
That's fair. I actually feel really bad about it now.
What is in the background, dude? Are those skins of human bodies hanging up on the windows?
Yeah, those are faces I like to wear and try on in the mirror.
It is honestly an ominous existence.
We went to a party last night at Greg's house, and so Andrew, Sousa's in the room with me. He's sitting across from me on this couch, and those hanging up there are leather straps that I wear when I film at live events, which I don't really do anymore. I only do once a year.
Oh, that makes sense. So that is really kind of a life that I would like to kind of pursue. Like I think what Greg did was brilliant. Like he was a mover, and then he was a thinker, then he was a provider, and now he's back to being a thinker. And then I think he'll probably come back to being a provider. He'll probably launch another business again. And I think like his existence, like he's found freedom in it. Like he's not scared, I believe, to speak his mind, his voice. And he's created, legitimacy, but legitimacy has created power rather than he using like fear and anger as power. He's used legitimacy as power. And people trust him. Like I love what that guy did.
His talk last night was fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, Trish, are you still training under Braylon Tender?
Dude, Braylon Tender's the man.
Does he watch
whatever happened to him?
He's around. I think I saw him in the comments already. Does he watch your podcast?
I mean, I haven't podcasted in like 3 weeks just because I'm like so deep down the rabbit's hole. That's why when you called and you're like, "Do you want to come on?" I was like, "I haven't done this in such a long time. I might as well hop on."
Well, that was nice of you.
Yeah.
Let's pivot here to abortion.
Oh, dude, I don't want to do this. Skip this one.
Oh, lively topic.
Come
Hunter,
on.
do you have an
Come on.
agent? Hunter, do you
Get
have
outta
an
here.
agent?
Yeah, Snorri, dude. He's the man. Dude, honestly, dude, you
Let's
should.
transition to that question.
This guy's
Snorri
been on my
is
show,
the-
Seth Gruber. He's awesome. Go ahead. What were we gonna say?
Snorri, I don't know if you've ever had Snorri on the show, but that guy is probably at least in my experience of 13 years of competing and being in this business, he is the most straightforward, best businessman, most authentic person I've ever met in this industry. I'm so lucky to have him on my team. Like anytime I show up and do anything, that dude is literally the plow behind it. Like he's just like, fuck
That's
it.
your agent. That's your agent.
Snorri, yeah.
I hate
confused?
agents. I hate agents.
Are you
Well,
confused?
dude, you got to understand. There's
You're not
also this.
paused.
Like,
They're fucking leeches. They're fucking
No,
dingleberries. They're
you
the
gotta
shit that's
understand the
stuck in the
position.
butt pubes. They suck a cock.
It's because you probably don't have a good one, dude.
I don't.
That
I
sucks.
don't. Sousa's my agent.
Well, then all of a sudden you're saying that about your friend?
No,
if you
but
have
I don't
somebody
call
who's
him. But I don't call him my agent.
Well, I mean, listen, dude, I consider him to be a business advisor and a partner in my endeavors. Like you want to use the word agent, we can call him that, but like it doesn't matter. Like I'm not going to label the dude and you're going to paint him that way because you had bad experiences. That dude is a titan. And I will tell
Okay,
you right
let me
now.
ask. So tell me what he does. So Snorri swims around in the world. Or let's just say agents. That's not because I like Snorri too. Agents swim around in the world, and then then he has you in his mind, and then he sees something, and he's like, "Oh, this would be great for Hunter." Let's say it's like shorts that make your dick look big while you run.
Honestly,
then
dude, we're way beyond that.
Oh,
Like
okay.
we have like my brand at this point and my message and what I do is so far beyond that where you can't just like look out there and randomly pick up things that like seem entertaining. Like I'm not a Christmas tree that you put balls on. Like we basically have created like, what people think right now is like Hunter's a man of Hyrox. Like I've been doing this for 13 years. I started out in Spartan Race, then Tough Mudder. Then I had my television show traveling around the world. The first person to get invited to CrossFit games. Like there's all of these things that are this gigantic story.
Broken Skull Ranch, Skull Ranch Broken.
Broken Skull Ranch, Sports Illustrated top 50 fittest person, Go Ruck Games champion. And you look at this big picture. It's a collage of all of these images. And what you're basically doing, dude, is there's brands coming after us. Like we don't have to go ask people to join our campaign. Like, hey, would you help support us this season? Like, no, it's entirely different now. Like they want to get involved in what we're doing. And we have this like 4-year plan. I started talking to Snorri 2 years ago when I was like, I think I'm going to go paddle my way to the Olympics. And we were discussing about what the most viable and potent option was at the time 2 years ago. And now we're discussing what we're potentially going to do 4 years from now. And like, it's this game. Like we're just like talking about it. Like, what do we do in this position? How do we angle this? And it's a true business advisor. The dude's a genius and he's built some of the biggest careers in CrossFit. There's other agents that I'm not going to name their names that are just savage pieces of shit in this industry. They're just the biggest fucking losers. And like, I could tell you all about them, but like, that's not the point of this show. But you can tell that those people have no pedigree. They have no honesty. They have no legitimacy and they have no transparency of what their business model is. They're just these scummy dudes that prey on dumb CrossFitters who don't know how to do anything except for exercise. And I will not speak that way of my agent. Like my supporter, my business, like colleague Snorri is fucking A-lister. He's best in business and he makes all these other douchebags basically look like greasy car salesmen.
Here's what I think of here's what I think of agents. I think this is completely just selfish from my perspective, and I'm okay with that. I see them as interference between me and the athletes.
Well, they can be, dude, but like you have to create like a true line of communication of authenticity between you and the athletes to like earn that place first of all, because then there's also people who are greasy people that are always trying to angle and cheat the system and to manipulate the athlete. Like I tell people now, like I had a big meeting with my sponsor yesterday because we're planning out the next 2 years and like
who's your sponsor?
Represent. They're look up 247. They're like they're basically dominating the fitness industry. And they started out in the UK, and now they're blowing across the entire world like wildfire. And
Are they
like,
clothing? They're clothing?
clothing, yeah. So look
Okay.
up Represent Clo, and then all of a sudden you can look up 247, which is their fitness line.
Okay.
And like, you know, when I sat down with them, I said, dude, like, listen, like, I'm not this kind of person that's going to, you know, try to play all these games, man. Like, you know that my goal is to be the champion, and you know who I am as a person. You have to believe in that authenticity, and we have to align that like that. And then all of a sudden, if you have like a really good business advisor like Snorri, he's able to all of a sudden integrate this humongous titan of a business into my business and create this really smooth collaboration so that I can talk to this guy who owns this company smoothly and not have to feel all these awkwardness of just like, hey man, like, you know, you have to actually pay me to do that. Like, I can't fly to the UK and spend $5,000 on flights and hotels and then not make any money off of it, like just to sell your shirts. And they just create a good system.
This is a UK brand, this 247?
Well, they're global now. It's crazy, dude. Like, I started talking to those guys 2 years ago, and I was in a room full of 5,000 competitors, and there was like 3 to 5 shirts that said Represent. Now I'm in rooms with 10 to 15,000 people competing, and there's like 5,000 shirts with Represent on it. Like, it's nuts. Yeah. LSKD is basically a turd wrapped in a couple letters in comparison. Like, LSKD can't even hang out. Like a lot of the athletic brands that I bump into now are basically the same exact thing with a new logo, a different logo on it. Represent's not like that at all, dude. Like, if you go check out their gear, it's legit, and I'm head to toe in it all the time.
But LSKD did but
what's the difference between LSKD, Tier, Reebok? Tell me anything that's different other than the letters. You can't. You literally cannot. Nobody in this entire comment box can.
I don't have anything negative to say about Tier, but I just remember LSKD jumped on the. I just think that they're virtue signaling douche canoes.
Yeah.
From the way I see they represent themselves forward facing. I've never wanted anything to do with them. Well, yeah.
I mean, maybe I don't need to be attacking LSKD, but you
can.
We'll clip it later.
I run into this what I think about, like, I busted my ass so hard for this career, and then all of a sudden you look at these other brands that are trying to do absolutely nothing except for put new letters on top of the same sweater. I'm not with that game anymore.
I like my CEO shirts.
I do like yours, dude. You built a fucking brand, though. That's what I'm trying to say, dude. You want to get aligned with like a brand and energy, all that kind of shit. That's what I'm all about these days.
Hey, I think we've healed.
I think we have too, dude. And I have to go fucking train, dude. I've been talking a ton of shit. I can tell that I'm pumped up to go work out. This is why I don't go on the internet this time of year, because I'm so revved up to compete, and I haven't done any of that in 3 months. I'm ready to fucking kill somebody.
Let me just ask you this real quick. You do look very lean. What's your caloric intake for the day?
Honestly, I have to thank my coach, Matt Jensen. Like, we have this whole formula, dude. We have like 4 lean days, and then we have a refeed day on Thursday, and then we have a fueling for competition day on Friday, and then we have 2 lean days on Saturday and Sunday. So it's like, it's very, very specific. And I think like yesterday I was probably upwards of 5,000 to 6,000 calories, and the other days are down to like 3,500 calories. But
and what's your ejaculatory schedule? And I mean that. Are you doing?
Dude,
you?
I'm speaking like very honest. Like,
are you rolling back?
Saying this for like views or to be a pervert, but it's like 0 basically.
Yeah. I would like, expect that. The discipline, right?
Everything's so honed in, and I love it, man. I'm super transparent about this kind of stuff.
Would you feel guilty if you jerked off right now?
Not really, man. I also like will have a beer occasionally, and I don't really tell my coach about it, but like, you got to understand, like, you don't want to be fragile. You want to stay sharp, but you don't want to get yourself to the point where you're what I call brittle, where it's like you've sharpened it so much that you've thinned it out, and then all of a sudden you could like dink it from the side and it will just crack.
Are you susceptible to getting sick as you start, like, as you turn into a Formula One race car? Is there a pothole that could take you out? Because that's
Only
what I think about the CrossFit athletes. I think that they're
Only
so
myself, dude. Like I
Okay.
crashed my bike 2 months ago super fucking hard, and I ripped my shoulder out of my socket and did some tears. Like that was my own fault. I went 25
But you're
miles
not.
an hour
You're
on the
not.
ground.
I'm talking about your immune system. You're not concerned that this, as you prep, like you start getting paranoid about getting sick or anything.
That's for pussies, dude. That's some
All right.
weak shit. If I find out that you got the sniffles and you're training against me, dude, I will stuff you. I'll put a pillowcase over your head. I'll
Wad
suffocate your
Zombie.
ass.
Hunter McIntyre has a jizz jug in the tent.
Might be true. I like the tip. I like the tip, dude. 199 to say
jizz.
that comment.
A jizz jug.
Well worth every penny.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, this was not my plan this morning to go through a healing process, but it's very
I
nice.
feel safe. I feel safe.
I feel safe too.
Oh, this
Anybody
is
I
good.
talk shit about today, I'm sorry. I'm super revved up. I'm too close to competition. You just got to watch out, dude. If you get in front of this fucking tank, you're getting run over.
I fucking love you.
All right, brother. You the man. Thank you. Good luck. I'm
Thanks,
excited to see
Hunter.
what you do in 3 weeks.
I miss you guys, dude. That serial killer hut is dope, and I hope you guys have fun in it. I miss you guys.
Hey,
It's great to be
Is there
back on the show.
is there any chance you'll be in LA during CrossFit semifinals?
Ooh.
When is that?
I don't know.
No, it's the week Memorial Day weekend.
What is that?
So it's like the 25th
of May.
Yeah, 24th.
Dude, I'm
25th,
there.
26th.
I'm there. I will show up for that. Are you guys there?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
hell
there.
yeah.
I would love to see you.
Yeah,
Dude, I
come
would
hang
love
out.
to, dude. I'll come. Can we get on the mic and just trash talk CrossFitters?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Dude,
yes.
Let's
I
bring
will
'em on.
literally, if
Yes.
you guys want, dude, put me in a chair and I will roast CrossFitters publicly.
Dude, Hunter, we're gonna be doing podcast at the site before in the morning and then again at night. Just kind of recapping the day and start everything out.
Wait, when is the Hyrox World Championship? What's the date on that?
Hyrox World Championships June 7th. Honestly, guys,
Okay.
if there's anybody in the SoCal area, I'm going for the world record May 19th in Anaheim, and I'm literally going to fucking beat the shit out of people. So if you guys want to see a show, let's go. I need some support. They're putting me in my own wave at 6 o'clock because they don't want me racing against the rest of the guys because I'm too good.
That's in 9 days.
That's in 9 days.
Holy shit. So you're just going to go by yourself.
They won't let me basically race against the other pros because I'm too damn good.
Wow, that's fucking amazing. Will that be live? Will that be on YouTube?
They won't even, they're going to broadcast the other way, but not my way. But I'll have somebody like filming and broadcasting. It probably will be kind of ghetto because it will be done through a phone, but that's just our limitations at this point. But if you guys can make it in person, dude, show up.
Hey, dude, you should call your agent. Let him know. He knows some people that could stream that shit. Fucking just keep the camera tight on you the whole time.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, dude, let's just say it's a little bit more complicated than you think. It should be that easy, but it's not. And I'm sure
we know
that from the position that you're in.
Yeah.
And like
We see CrossFit drop the ball all the time. We know.
We see
yeah,
how
you
that
want to
goes.
do great things, then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, this is gonna be awesome, guys. I miss you guys. Thanks for having me.
You're a beautiful man.
Adios.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
brother. Bye.
Hunter McIntyre. Yeah, Hunter McIntyre. All right.
Yep.
I
That's
feel
cool.
good about that show. Totally unplanned.
Yeah, that worked out.
Yeah, totally unplanned discourse. Some kind of course.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about? You guys like the Rothschild became rich because they started lending to the government.
Yeah.
Who prints our money?
It's a mix of a government and privately owned company.
Yeah, because it's like if the government controls or can pull the lever of printing money, then why do they need to borrow it?
Oh yeah, did you see the clip I played on the show the other day?
Yeah, it's like it. You know,
the Federal Reserve is a scam. Caller, hi. Caller, hello, caller. I don't know what happened. Caller, you might be on, you might not be on,
and you gone,
and you're not on,
and you gone.
You know their thing is too. Their thing too. If you look into what they were based. The Rothschilds were peasants living on. Basically the Jews were. That was racism at its finest. They were not. The Jews were not allowed to live within the inner wall of the city, and they were pushed on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And so they started a lending business because lending money wasn't legal on the inside of the walls, and so they started lending money on the outside of the wall. And fucking lo and behold. And now imagine if they would have had DEI back then. The Rothschilds would have never become rich. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. DEI is not about helping people. It's about controlling people.
Yeah, of course. the mere thought of DI has to start with you thinking you're better than, so that way you could reach down to.
Right. Well said. They have to be less than you.
Yep. Otherwise, you're not helping them, right?
Whenever I hear Rothschilds, I think of. So I married an axe murderer. I shouldn't read comments up there. Never mind. Strike that from the record. Oh shit! That TV is those chats on the TV come up at the same
time it does live for you.
Yeah, even though the video is behind.
Oh, that's trippy.
Hey, someone came up to me at the party last night and they're like, "Hey, Matuthian's the best thing that's ever happened to me."
Nice.
Like, thank you. Yeah. I'm like, you really like it? They're like, dude, absolutely amazing. God, Kenneth, you're on fire. Look at you, Test. You knew exactly what we were doing. You knew we needed something to see the simultaneous posting. You're a good dude, good partner. Oh, shit, it's faster on the TV than on my computer. They're popping up on YouTube faster than I can see them on my computer. Just a split second.
Wow.
Asymmetric ears. I'm into jar number 2 of Matuthian. Yeah, that's awesome. The video is about a half second behind, but the chat, you're ahead. You guys are faster in the chat. You guys see the chat faster than me, just a little bit.
Yeah, that video is delayed by like, what do you think? 10 seconds? 5 seconds?
Okay.
Yeah. At least.
Thanks, guys. Susan and I are going out to breakfast with Greg. Talk to you soon. We haven't. Oh, tomorrow.
Kill Taylor, man.
9 a.m.
Yep.
Tell everybody, please. Spiegel, good to see you, girl. Gotta get you on the show. Spiegel has a wrench. Oh, that's an amazing picture.
The Matuthian binder.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
So you're telling me that whoever that person is, like, went into Photoshop and did that, and then, wow.
Yeah.
The care. That's awesome, dude. 12 Eastern. Thank you, Rambler. It's going to be wild. I don't know what the workout's going to be, but one of the pieces of equipment that's in the workout, Taylor's going to have some sort of rules around it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm curious how you guys are going to react. Pedro White will be on the show tomorrow. Oh, we might do a CrossFit Games update show today. I don't know what's going on. Let me just see really quick. Sorry. Let me just see this real quick.
Lead the workout.
Barbell. Oh, wait till I tell you something that's so fucked up about the show. You want to hear something crazy about the show? I don't know.
I'm curious now. Do I know it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the show's totally rigged, right? You guys know that. So the money's real, the sponsors are real, the workout's real, but we know that Taylor writes the workout.
Yep.
We don't share it with you, and it's in his wheelhouse.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that's not supposed to be rigged is choosing who comes on the show. So you guys text in, and then I send the link. And I don't even know who I'm sending the link to. There's no names. I don't see any names.
Right, just numbers.
And I don't even read the text. I just click it, and if it's like, I mean, I guess I do read it because I'll see I'm ready. That's the best thing to say. I'm ready. And then I click it, and I send the link. Well, I was tripping that Brandon Smith got in 2 weeks in a row. And I love Brandon Smith, CEO shirt, the whole thing.
Yeah, but
I received insider information that someone on our own team, we're no better than CrossFit people.
Oh wow!
Someone on our own team,
here we go,
had sent Brandon Smith the link.
Mm.
Remember, I was tripping on the end of the show. I'm like, how the fuck did this dude get in twice?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, there you go. Not even the Sevon podcast is airtight like your mom. Only your mom is airtight. Not the Sevon podcast. Anyway, I'll put an end to that shit. If he gets in a third. Oh yeah, Hillbilly Watkins. What the fuck? Look at. I ain't saying no names. I ain't saying no names. But in a board meeting with the Sevon podcast team, whoever did forward the link to Brandon Smith had a moment of weakness and let us know that there was some home cooking. Put an end to that shit.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So I apologize, but you should know the fix is in. The show is anything's possible.
We've had a couple rogue links being sent out over the years.
We have.
Which is funny because like I feel like out of everybody who's like done that over time, I just feel like I would never do it. I feel like I would have the most like authority to do it.
Remember when Caleb sent Heidi a link?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of actually. And I was like, holy fuck.
Fucking Heidi. She did pretty good on the show though.
Yep.
I was pissed, but she did good on the show.
I was pointing the camera at her yesterday and she just shelled up. It was pretty funny.
All right. Dude, you guys should see this fucking guy that fucking Heidi rolls with. If you haven't seen this fucking creature. Holy fuck.
Good dude, too.
Great dude.
Well done, Heidi.
Great dude.
Enjoyed hanging out with him a lot.
There's a lot of big men there. He may have been the biggest man there at the party. He may have had the biggest,
well,
thickest.
Graciano was there.
I don't know. This dude's back looked bigger than Graciano's back. This dude's back is huge.
Strong guy, I bet.
Yeah, his lats are ridiculous. I wonder if he was a collegiate rower. Oh, the owl was amazing. The owl was absolutely amazing. I need to ask Greg where he got the owl. I actually did some repairs to the owl. Did you see the owl?
No, what do you mean the owl?
It was in the backyard.
Oh, yeah.
That was cool, right?
It's funny because there was another one in Scottsdale.
Oh, that same one? Same thing?
I mean, the same owl. Remember they were spotting it on the top of the roof and the boys spotted it?
Oh.
And we're out there eating and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, that was a real owl.
Oh.
This is he has a steel owl.
Oh, okay.
In the backyard. Maybe you didn't see it. It's
Maybe,
way in the back. Yeah, it's made of steel. But it looks like a real, it moves like a real owl. Even though it's made of steel, it has like real movements.
Weird.
Sevi got Heidi to show you the Sevi, get Heidi to show you the thick chick. Dude, I'm telling you, the thick chick, you should see her dude.
Thick chick.
Her dude is crazy. I mean, I think she introduced him, hey, this is my bodyguard or this is my man meat or something. And it was like whatever she said, it was like so appropriate.
It's my crony.
Yeah. I mean, he's something else. All right. Love you guys. I think we'll try to do a show tonight. I want to go on the barbells. I don't know what's going on in the CrossFit space. Someone was saying some other workouts were leaked and I don't know what's going on. Age group and adaptive. I'm looking at barbell spin right now. CrossFit introduces 2024 CrossFit Service Open. Maybe we should figure out what that is. Age group adaptive CrossFit semifinals begin today. No shit. Semifinals have begun for age and adaptive.
There you go.
I didn't even know that. Individual team and CrossFit semifinal. They always use the same chick for those photos. The hot chick with one leg. She's got like a market on the adaptive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
You got to bring the eyeballs somehow.
Yeah.
Go back today.
Yeah. Do you know this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Stupid hot. Individual team quarterfinal, semifinal schedules, Masters, Teenage CrossFit Summit with descriptions, tips. Tier Wadapalooza SoCal puts up $250,000 prize. 2024 CrossFit semifinals live stream schedule announced. Oh shit. Wow. Okay. Maybe we'll do a show and I'll bring John on and maybe I should just call the show plagiarizing barbell spin.
That'd be good.
All right.
Plagiarizing.
All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.